Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Crazy Kwanzaa, Tip Top Tech.
We did that last year.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. That was from Simpsons, if you didn't know. Anyways, today we're talking about video games and our favorite winter / Christmas / snow levels in video games.
Let's get frosty.
And whatever our favorite ones are, or if you maybe you hated them but they're memorable. Yeah. We'll do a quick shot first.
We should have had a shot ski for this one.
Oh, touche, we should have.
We even turned the temperature down in here, just to make sure.
It is, that's why I'm wearing my sweater. To my far right, we have
MussKeg. I like snow, Christmas.
Long
You
walks
said that
on
last
the
year
beach.
too. I like snow or something like that.
Consistent.
I am the player that will lay ya, LewisLightning.
And I love Christmas. I don't know.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
But I don't like winter dry.
Country boy.
Where?
So yeah, like we said, we're gonna talk about video games, levels that have winter or Christmas themes, whatever.
Yep.
And them, and I'll start off with Hitman.
Oh.
Hitman Blood Money.
Oh, the one where you're like at a Christmas party.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a Christmas
I totally
party.
forgot about that
Yeah,
altogether.
It's probably my favorite level in that whole
You gotta
game.
kill that guy that's in the hot tub.
My favorite part is you just shoot out the bottom of the hot tub and he just falls because it's like over a cliff, right?
Yeah.
And the hot tub has like this glass bottom, right?
Yeah.
You sneak your way into the party. Hey, I'm working here. I got a hat, whatever. I'm part of the thing. Just shoot that fucking hot tub. Boom! The guy drops. He's dead. You're out of there.
Yeah. One thing I never really, maybe you guys know, but I remember there was one room in that mansion that they're having the party in, that there was like a woman who'd like invite you in.
Yeah.
And then she'd try to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was just like, who the fuck are you?
You wanna have some fun?
did
You
do
watch
that.
the Funhouse play through that level because when they play Hitman, they don't go subtle. He doesn't. He just like shoots everybody. So they end up at
balls out
like pile of bodies because they would just say one place shoot and then a guard would come looking and he just shoots
Silver ballers.
Yeah. I always had those as a backup. I didn't rarely resort to them, but
No, that was my favorite weapon.
Honestly, if you're playing Hitman, right, you're trying to do it either with your garage.
You want to not be
or
known.
your-
Exactly. You want to be as stealth as possible, right?
Yeah.
that's a great level. You
Yeah.
could like give him poison too. You go to the bar and you could put shit in his drink.
Oh yeah.
There's so many ways. That's the way I did it.
That's
I
a
shot
cool
him
way
out of
to
the
do it,
fucking hot tub.
yeah.
Boom.
Nice.
Oh.
Go ahead, Luke.
I am going to go with Mario 64, a level called Cold Mountain.
I was wondering if one of you guys would do that. That's with the snow race with the fucking penguin.
It would always start you off the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
There'd be a lodge there, and you
Yeah.
could hop into like the chimney of the
Yeah.
lodge.
Yeah.
And then you'd have the penguin race, and you race down. You know what? That's what I remember most about it. I know there was an outside of that level that you could like, instead of going in the lodge, you could like work your way down the mountain otherwise. But I always just hopped in there and raced that fucking penguin.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I realized watching? I was watching some people play. I did so little in Mario 64. Like I feel like I barely scratched the surface of it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I remember that part.
Because every level had like 3 ways you could play the level, so you get like all the stars, right?
I think it was like 6 ways, but yeah.
Maybe it might
There
have
was
been.
a bunch of different things to do.
Yeah. Surprises.
I'm gonna go with Last of Us. The scene where you're playing as Ellie. And you're
shooting a fucking rabbit.
You start out chasing the animal, and then it leads that whole. You're trying to
deer.
that like weird cult.
You mean, I think they're the hunters? They were the hunters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Joel is like passed up because
He got
his
stabbed
rebar
with the rebar through his
his
abdomen.
So
right?
she was hunting to look, and they kind of
Okay.
and there's that you're in like the lodges and escaping and everything. Yeah.
Was that guy's name Dave? He kept
David.
talking to you?
Yeah, that was Nolan North.
Nolan North, yeah.
guys, eh?
Was he? Okay.
He was creepy as shit.
Well, he was like, I don't know, like a child predator, it seemed like.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much, exactly. That's why it was so creepy.
Really, he just wanted to kill them and take their shit, probably.
Yeah, but if you ever played the DLC, you actually play like the time when Joel got his the thing through the abdomen.
Oh.
You play as Ellie.
Oh, okay.
In that time,
Yeah.
timeline, right? That's what you're doing. Is you're fending off bad guys so that nothing happens to Joel, basically. If you ever played the DLC, but I guess you guys probably did.
I bought it, I think, but I didn't play it.
Okay.
And that's when you learn that she's a lesbian.
Yeah, that was a big takeaway. Everything I read about it, she's a lesbian.
I was really
okay.
Whatever. It wasn't a big deal. It was
It's
her
not.
some other girl, yeah, whatever. They have a thing.
That's
And then the other girl dies, I'm guessing?
She does. The other girl does die because they both get bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll go. Super Mario Galaxy. I know you're not a big fan of the series, but something they did in that game is in the winter levels with like snow and ice. If there was ice, you could like actually skate. You could like do like a spin, and you would skate, and you have like really good control. You like triple axles or whatever. You could do spins on the ice. You had really good control on the ice, which is something that.
That's what you liked about it.
No, it was because I don't know. Most ice levels suck for fucking it. You're like running, and they can't stop, and you're like, oh, I gotta run back this way. On that game, you were like on skates, so you had control.
Yeah.
You were able to like deke and like move around. It was good.
On classic platformers, ice levels are the worst.
They are.
You get the 2D thing, because then it was like, don't fall off the edge. Whereas the 3D, I think you're more aware of everything, your entire surroundings. You can go other ways and stuff. But
that's what I liked about it. You had way more control. You could like skate around and do spins and whatnot. The game itself was okay, but that was memorable. I thought it was the skating around and stuff.
I got another one. I'm hoping. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you want to call it cheat because you can do so many games this way. But I'm hoping that MussKeg can add on to it because I didn't play it a whole lot. 1080 snowboarding. That whole game in general.
Yeah, it was. It was
like maybe the Mountain Village episode.
Is that what you're gonna?
Yeah, well, it's one of the ones I don't know.
Okay, well you can talk about.
It was the best snowboarding game. I mean, for its time, for what it was.
I just remember, like in the beginning, we always try to be Ricky Winterbourne.
Yeah,
he was like the Canadian
guy. Yeah.
Not that he had the greatest stats or anything, but I don't know. And he reminded me of I think it was some guy in Nagano who ended up.
He reminded me basically of every kid I knew growing up.
No, I liked the game. I thought it was a little tricky to do a lot of the tricks. It was hard. Yeah. It wasn't like Tony Hawk's. Tony Hawk's is pro skater. It was easy to do whatever, fucking 1080, blah blah blah. You try to do a 1080 on fucking snowboard. Yeah. It's a hard move.
1080 was fun though too because it had not just like the trick modes, but it also had the racing, right?
Yes.
So it wasn't just like Tony Hawk's great. I love Tony Hawk Pro Skater. But
that was just getting points.
That was just getting points and basically doing that awesome move where you hold the
Christ there.
The Christ there. Rune Gilbert, I think is his name.
I don't know. That's one of the characters.
But yeah, it's
Bob Burnquist.
Mountain Village was a really fun one because you're going through like.
Well, I know they made a sequel, but I've never played 1080 Avalanche.
Oh no, I haven't played it.
I think that might have been like a game.
And I never owned it either. It was one of those games I kept renting.
That's why I didn't play it a whole lot. My cousins had it and we just play it there. But
I had Snowboarders PS1.
Fuck, it's an awesome game, and if I could get the chance to find it for cheap,
games are fun,
I would fucking buy it.
Like, Snowboarders
Steep
was kind of like the Tony Hawk of whatever.
Canada.
Yeah,
it was
Canada.
Not Canada.
I know.
I'm saying
it's the equivalent.
1080 was fucking hard. Snowboarders was like it was easy to do tricks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like snowboard was the easy version of snowboarding games, I guess.
Okay.
I think
yeah, that's me now. But you know what? Let's harken back to N64 original GoldenEye, the surface level.
I was thinking of bringing that up.
You know this one? Yeah. Did you ever play GoldenEye?
Not the whole game.
Okay, so there's a level basically. I'm pretty sure it's the fourth level.
I never had a 64.
Well, it's GoldenEye, right? So you're in like Siberia at the snow station.
Yeah.
Big satellites and everything.
Yeah.
And the reason that level is so intense is it's actually pretty vast. Like it's vast
for that generation of gaming.
And you know, there's not like a lot of. It's very open. Is the thing. Yeah, you have things to get to, but you can get so many different ways. And, you know, it heavily relies on sniping in that one because you'd have to catch the guys. And, you know, if you didn't kill one guy right or somebody came across the body, the alarm would go off and it was a good level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never played that much.
I love, like, pretty much all the James Bond levels are pretty good.
Yeah. I think I only played the first level where you kill the guys and jump off the fucking dam.
Do you know how long it took me to figure out that you had to jump off that thing? Yeah. So I went back and forth.
Watch the movie, okay?
I know, but
I think that's why it was like the movie.
Maybe, and I think I'd seen the movie too. I'm just like, this doesn't make sense. Where's the spot I'm supposed to jump off at? Because when you went to it, there was nothing telling you, hey, jump.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not going to kill myself. Anyways.
It was, for how close it was to the movie.
Yeah.
Usually games like that follow close to the movie suck.
They did.
But this one was awesome.
Yeah, I love just shooting guys in the dick and they're like, oh.
Okay.
Right? right? You never did that?
I did it, but it wasn't what I loved about the game.
Oh,
I would always go
Favorite part.
2 in the chest, 1 in the head. You know.
Heart and head.
Fucking Jack Reacher there. Or
John Wick.
John Wick, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Is it mine or yours? Sorry.
Yours.
Okay. I'll do Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2.
I had another.
The Himalayan Mountains.
I didn't even bother putting it down because I knew.
When you got Tenzin as your buddy and you're going through the mountains and you the Yeti shows up for the first time
across the screen.
Holy shit! Like that, I was like, what the fuck is going on? You just
Shandala
flash across the street.
Shambhala,
Yeah, Shambhala. Yeah, that's.
You kind of see like a shadow or just like his arm briefly.
Yeah.
And then,
Exactly.
He had a cool look. He had a cool he's got like the fur kind of coat.
Yeah, he's like a horn or something too.
Didn't it end with where the Moo games kind of started as well, crawling up the train and wasn't that on the snow level?
It is,
too?
yeah. You were in the snow.
I was gonna say I would like to just lump that together with.
It's all Uncharted 2.
The train part where you're like in the beginning, you come up, crawl out of the fucking train wreckage, which is a great set piece.
Exactly, but you're like freezing. You're covered in blood too.
And then eventually you start fighting all those mercenaries are there too. But that's the point I was going to pick too for my favorite moments.
That's the part.
Going through those ice caves with Tenzin.
Yeah. Absolutely, doing the puzzles,
the jumps and everything.
And there was a few parts of those jumps where you just you jump and it's like
it's only last second they
very cinematic, very cinematic.
It happened so many times, but it's still every time it was still cinematic as fuck. It was good. That's one of my favorite moments in Uncharted.
Nice.
Series.
I'm going to pick for my snow winter level more of a whole game is Skyrim.
Oh,
like
Scrim.
I feel like that's really a Viking Norwegian setting in general. You go up to top of mountains and shit, but everything is really snowy. There's a few areas where maybe there's no snow, but it's a very Nordic type theme. And fucking that, I don't know. There's Yetis. I'm trying to think there's a lot of snow things, but it's just more.
When I was doing some research, that came up basically for
all the time. Yeah. It's fun. You can climb a mountain and you get like the dragon shout, and you've probably seen videos of this.
I've seen videos, yeah.
Of like the goat on the side of a mountaintop, and you just you blow off the top of a fucking mountain. Geez. Fucking awesome. But
have you seen any of the mod versions of the game?
I've seen a lot of mod.
Where guys have done like Macho Man savages, like the dragon. It's like, oh yeah!
I like or. They show like the beginning when they're cutting off the people's heads and like they're about to chop this guy's heads off and they hear in the background, ooh yeah, looking around, and then the dragon shows up.
No sense. Or like Thomas the Train.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense in that world, but it's hilarious.
But I mean, Elder Scrolls series has been around for a while. I think Skyrim is definitely one of the best games in that series. They ported it to Switch now. Mm-hmm. It's ported to a lot of systems. I think they did a remaster on PS4. I would say play it. I mean, it's a great game. A lot like another one that I hope gets mentioned right away, but I'll toss it off.
It won't be me mentioning it probably. I'm going to go with... are we only doing one more? Like, is it 3 that we
I don't know.
Okay,
we have a number.
Let's harken back to Vigilante 8 and the ski resort level.
I like that. That and the Alaska one I both like.
It was funny because you're just driving along basically on the ski slope. Yeah. And there's the thing that was so cool about it. There's things you could trigger, like if you shot a bunch of the trees off, you could trigger an avalanche. You could hook onto like the ski lift to get up. Thing.
I'll just say that some of the missions,
you're basically spending the whole level kind of trying to drive up things, basically. And
some of the missions had you do like the obstacles, so there was like do the ski jump, you have to do a ski jump, or you do the slalom, which is the worst. Yeah. Because your car would just take out the fucking poles and you have no fucking clue where to go.
Yeah, I think I remember you always had to, for the challenges, you had to do that dude who had the Jeep with the lightning rod too.
Oh, Clyde,
yeah.
But yeah, that was a great level. That and the Alaska one, I love both. They're both snow and winter themed.
Oh yeah.
But
I don't even remember the Alaska
it's truly a game better than Twisted Metal.
I like both. I like both of them. But but anyways.
Oh, I guess okay.
I don't want to go too
long. Are you guys done shitting on Twisted Metal?
Yeah, exactly. You guys done talking about bullshit games that suck. Anyways, I'll talk about gaming. I know neither of you guys have played Jak and Daxter. It's one of my favorite games of all time. On the PS2, there's just one level where you go up into a mountain, and like it just changes kind of the gameplay a lot because snowy mountains. You go up. It's kind of different because before this game, every game before this had like loading screens before you would go into a new level. This game kind of changed that, whereas like it'd be like, okay, I'm gonna ride this gondola up into the mountain,
and that was
your loading screen. That's kind of they kind of changed that. Yeah, games that way you had no idea that it was loading at that time. That's the way we did it. It was kind of new for the PS2 version.
Oh, okay.
Whereas games nowadays do it all the time. They do it whenever there's a cutscene or something. It'll actually be loading the game.
Yeah.
But I loved it because it was completely different from the rest of the levels. It was just snowy. Your bad guys were like they were blue. They were different colors. They were covered in fur, and it was just a fun different area of the levels of the game. It was completely separate from the rest of the levels. It was.
Which Jack and Daxter is this?
The first one? Jack and Daxter.
They'll say doesn't the third one incorporate a lot of vehicles?
Yeah, the third one did. It had like it was almost like some sort of like a racing.
Okay, I was going to ask if it was like a lot of driving.
You know, Jack and Daxter is the first one, which is kind of more family friendly. Jack 2 and Jack 3 were kind of like Grand Theft Auto ripoffs. So
okay.
They were open world
picking
concepts.
up hookers and killing them and stuff. Yes.
Yeah, and not quite that much, but you stole vehicles and had guns, and it was more mature than the first one. Jack and Daxter is more family friendly. Anyways.
Just to relate to my last pick of Skyrim, what I was kind of alluding to, for a game that's really set kind of in a Norwegian wintry setting, the newest God of War.
Oh yeah.
A lot of that.
What's the one that's mainly in the snow?
Well, I was gonna say.
Well, I think the main world is
the whole world.
Yeah, start off.
I was gonna say that peak of that mountain with Odin's face in it was the specific area that I was gonna mention. Yeah. Like that. Just you see Odin's face, and at first you can't actually go there.
The black smoke
because you have the black mist or whatever they call it coming out of his mouth. But you come by there later. It's actually a really kind of important area, I guess, because once you finally get that, you have to go to.
You have to get the light arrows, the blue light arrows. I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say, did you have to go to Hell before?
Helheim.
Helheim, yeah. You go to Helheim before that.
I don't think that was after.
You needed something to get through there.
Yeah.
Because Helheim is when you got your fucking Blades of Chaos.
But eventually, when you got past there, you climbed up that mountain face, and that's where you kind of got that cutscene with Magni and Modi beating up on. Fuck, I can't remember. It was another M name.
They're not beating up on.
No,
they're intimidating him. I would say.
Yeah.
It's another M name.
Yeah.
The Scottish tree.
Mimir.
Mimir. Yeah, the dude of the tree.
And he became a big thing, but like just the whole game in general is very much a winter theme, I think.
It is, yeah.
There are some areas.
I mean, Helheim had that whole awesome sequence with the ships too and everything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was for me. It was the cold area because they.
Sure. Yeah, even like the spirits and stuff were like walking by and it's like
the cold area was Helheim because you would freeze to death without the Blades of Chaos.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But that like
spoiler alert, you get the Blades of Chaos in that game.
But the whole game is very much an Norwegian Viking setting.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Norse mythology is their kind of religion.
Did a good job of making you feel cold. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna go. You guys won't be able to talk this one, but Chill Penguin level on Mega Man X. That's actually on that one. I don't know if you played the Mega Man game on the Super Nintendo.
No, I haven't.
But Chill Penguin, first boss you fight. It's an easy level, easy boss, but I love the look of. Well, I love the whole look of everything in Mega Man X. But and you'll always probably find a cold level in any Mega Man game, but that was probably my favorite one. Easy.
So you ever say more?
Yeah.
I don't have any more. I mean, there's not much too much to discuss. It's an ice level.
Mega Man games are very much like left to right.
Yeah.
And there's not any big set pieces to talk about.
But it's
any unique enemies in that?
The best. First off, you get your boots that let you slide. That's the big thing. That's why it's good to go there first. The boss himself is actually kind of fun because he has. Like this thing on the top, this ring on the top that he'll jump up to and pull and it starts a blizzard, and what he'll have done is made like ice statues or anything like that. You basically have to spend the whole boss fight just jumping up on the walls. But no specific enemies. I mean, the things you run across are like robots that have a scoop that make like snowball boulders and stuff like that. You gotta go through. So yeah, but.
Yeah, mine. Like my next one is kind of the same idea. It's Crash Bandicoot 2, because this one had a lot of the snow levels. It was probably like maybe like a third of the levels was probably like snow based. You go on ice, you slide, whatever. It's the physics was there, and then they had the new bad guys. They had like you had your seals, and you had your penguins. You had to worry about. It was nothing great about it. Just if you wanted to go past something really quickly, you do a quick slide, and then you would slide really far because you were on the ice. But it wasn't nothing special. There's a lot, like a third of the levels probably like the ice levels. A lot of it incorporated the ice and snow and what you call it.
You ever played a Crash game before?
No, never. I've never played Crash before in my life. No idea what you're talking about.
I mean, it's weird hearing you talk about Crash. It never comes up usually.
No. I don't think I talk about it that much, do I? Is it that much?
No.
It's about as much as he talks about Mega Man,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I think.
Right? It's about as much, right?
Yep.
Oh, whatever.
I do like.
Just saying, you get some good levels.
I'm going to pick one that maybe MussKeg can elaborate on a little bit. From Mass Effect, the original game,
Ooh.
Novaria.
Oh,
yeah. It's like a whole planet.
Yeah,
It's like a nice planet. They do the newest one.
They do that on the newest one too.
What's it? Is it Vermire?
Verbol?
Hoth?
Yeah.
Hoth?
Volus?
It's pretty much the equivalent of Hoth.
Yeah, you know.
But anyways, Novaria, there's like you have to go there because it's a research station. They lost communication or some shit like that. And they're doing all these experiments.
Yeah.
So you go there, and first you have to like fight your way through all these. I think they're Batarians or something like that. Some enemy dudes. You fight your way through. You get to the research facility, and then there's like all these Arachnite, which I brought up in our aliens top 5 aliens episode.
Yeah. Was that the first one or the second one?
I'm pretty sure it's the first one. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, it's the third one.
But you get to make an important choice, I think, in the game there.
Yeah.
But it was really kind of cool because, you know, for most of it, you're in the Mako driving your way through all this shit. And you can get out. You can always get out in the Mako.
But you can't stay out.
You couldn't stay out that long because then you'd have like a meteor just running down of the cold fucking killing you.
Oh.
Which is what it's like here in Canada.
Yeah. That's how cold it is.
But yeah. I mean, there's not really any snowball throwing or playful antics. Shooting guns mostly. But
it's kind of like, you know, the latest Zelda. I hated that. Like, you had to wear certain outfits for the weather. Like if you're going up into the mountains where it's really cold, you had to wear your fucking mountain gear. You had to be thick.
I don't mind. I mean, I hated the switching. I know the desert pissed me off more because the desert you had to wear heat stuff during the day and then snow stuff at night.
Yeah, exactly. It would change. Yeah.
I played a little bit of Breath of the Wild, but I haven't really got. I got to the point where they introduced you to that concept, but I never really got farther than that.
There's a
it's
lot.
Something I don't like. Yeah.
It's a good game, but it's not. There's a lot of things in the game that I hate.
Yeah.
Especially something like that.
It's better if you could just like get an upgrade and be like,
yeah,
now you're good.
That's been in every Zelda game though. You need the red tunic to go into the volcano. The only difference is you didn't have to take it off and put it on.
I guess that's what it is. Yeah, it's about switching back and forth.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's a small nick.
They were neat looking outfits though.
No, they were pretty sweet outfits. I love the look of whatever. It's a small fucking gripe on an otherwise a great game.
Right on.
Yeah, so I think you guys got anything else for winter levels or anything like that?
I do want to point out one more. South Park, The Stick of Truth.
Oh.
I mean, South Park is always snowy in Colorado, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
But specifically in that game, I'm going to take it to the Canada portion. And go there. Because it plays completely differently than the rest
of the game. It's like an 8-bit fucking level.
It's 8-bit and
it's hilarious.
It's like old school Zelda. Yes, the old Zelda.
It is hilarious.
Careful for the dire wolves. They're like regular wolves, but more dire. Just dire snakes and all this shit.
You walk into this one person's house, you go over into the upstairs, and they're fucking. Like, hey, get the hell out of here!
Yeah.
What the hell?
But it was a great way to switch up. Like, I mean, the game's still the combat plays the same.
Yeah.
But like wandering around and everything, it feels very much like an old school Zelda or Final Fantasy type game. But I just thought I'd mention that one.
Yeah, just my little addition to it is it's just Mario, Super Mario Bros. 3.
Super Mario Bros.
Super Mario Bros. 3. Just the ice levels. It's probably one of the first games that had incorporated the sliding effect, like where you have the momentum and you slide like across like gaps and stuff like that. That's all. That's.
Oh, I could pick a lot more too, but that's it for now. I mean, I was gonna say, I guess I'll throw in one of them.
Toss it in.
I think it's called Moo Moo Mountain, Mario Kart Racing, and then it's just all snowy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Mario.
Mario.
No. Sorry, from the most recent Super Mario Kart 8, Mount Wario. The one where it's not actually a loop track, but it's the one where you go down a ski hill kind of thing, and you don't actually.
Yeah, I can't remember. I remember Mario 64, the fucking penguins that was getting your way.
Yeah. They would slide across the ice and fuck you over.
I hated Mario 64 because they didn't have a very good draw distance, so like the level like it would show up and
show up as you were going through.
And you're like, oh, also there's a penguin, and fuck, and you run into it. I hated it, but whatever. That's just last gen.
Well, I'm getting cold just talking about all this.
So, anyways, that's our levels and video games with winter or Christmas themes.
Ice, whatever.
Ice, water.
Cold.
Winter. No water temples. We're not doing water. Let's
do a water one next
We should do it.
Anyways, where can we find you there?
Find me on Twitch, PSN, and Twitter, MussKeg. I always want to say TSN. Twitch, Twitter.
Just say it. I'm on Twitch as LewisLightning.
And I'm on ESPN. Oh, shit. Twitch, Twitter, and PSN as CountryBoy_9.
You can find us all on the Wasted Opinions Switch channel.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, subscribe below, please.
Stay frosty.
Thank you very much.
And let us know about your Christmas. What did you get for Christmas?
Yeah. Ooh, I like favorite Christmas gifts.
Oh, in general, yeah.